Talk about our Charger defense. We call it a 53 Charger. Charger strong or weak. We know that the defensive left is always the strong side. So if we're in Charger strong, just to explain briefly what this is. Actually, this is going to be the, obviously, the Will, Mike, Sam. If we are in a Charger strong, it only affects the 3 down linemen. All right. If we are strong, we know that strong is to our left. Our defensive players will realign themselves into the gap to the strong side. When we go into this, normally these guys are 2 gappers, meaning they play through the offensive line, they're responsible for 2 gaps. They are no longer 2 gaps. Their sole purpose is to shoot this gap as quickly as possible. We don't even want to engage contact with these guys. So this would be a Charger strong, because we have shifted to the strong side. Now if we were to run, and of course defensive ends, you still have outside contain. Everybody else stays the same. So if we go to a Charger weak, then obviously our tackle is normally here. Now he's lined up in this gap. His goal is to shoot this gap. Nose is usually here. He's lined up in this gap. It's the closest gap to the weak side. He's normally lined up here. Now he's lined up here. His sole purpose is to shoot through this gap. What this will enable us to do, and we've had some success with this, when we are coming through here, we're able to disrupt the handoffs sometimes. A couple times teams have tried to run counters at us, but this is so disruptive that it's hard to run a counter against, because these guys are not engaging the blockers. They're just shooting straight through into, trying to penetrate into the backfield with the intent of trying to force the running backs off schedule. You know, if I'm supposed to get the ball and run this way, off schedule would be if this guy's here, now I have to make an adjustment. So 53 Charger weak, we shift one to the open gap to the weak side. 53 Charger strong, we shift to the gap to our strong side from our normal alignment, and our goal is to just shoot through the gap, trying to get penetration. We're trying to get penetration. We're not trying to hit the center to mess up the exchange. We're just trying to shoot through here to get penetration, because it will get the quarterbacks and the running backs off schedule, and that will, you know, it's a lot harder to run your plays when you're off schedule once you get disruption in the backfield.